Hi guys, my name is Tanner Jones. I'm the Director of Operations here at Colonial Gardens, and today we're going to be making an awesome winter pot. So I like to take things a little non-traditional, and I like to do my outdoor pots for all winter, and I like to do them live. So we're going to build one. So first thing we've got is Plant Right potting soil. It is a hydrofiber custom blend that we make here. It's what we grow all of our annual plants in. It's super sustainable, and it's awesome to grow any of your bedding plants in. We're going to fill up this pot just a little bit more. We're going to try to get that up to right below the rim. All right, that should be enough. Spread that out all nice and evenly. And this pot is going to go up against a building, so we're going to start with the biggest thing in the back. I always like to start with my primary height, back center. That way you get to use the whole pot that all your guests get to enjoy. So this is a fern spray Camocypris. We grow these at our farm in Oregon. Super interesting plant. The goal of this is to be able to put it in the ground once we're done with this pot come springtime. So I'm gonna get this pot off of here. This is a nice big plant in a small pot. And it's gonna go right back here, back center. I'm gonna fill that in with fresh potting soil. Make sure that he's nice and center. And I want that soil all the way around the roots, just so he's nice and bedded in for wintertime. Next thing that I'm gonna use is an Arctic Fire Red Twig Dogwood. Right now you're seeing the awesome fall color on the stems. It'll hold this fall color really all the way through winter. But I just like using potted ones because then I can put it out in my landscape bed come spring. These are super hardy. Red Twig Dogwood, just like the name implies, in the cultivar name, Arctic Fire, these are native to Canada. So you'll see them growing wild in Michigan and Minnesota and all those cold places that I don't enjoy in the wintertime. I'm gonna put him right next to his friend, the Camocypris. Backfill that potting soil. All nice down in there. And I'm gonna twist him just a little bit, just so I get the angle of the branching so it matches and mirrors up a little bit more. I want them to be close, just like they would look in the wild. We have this obsession that, you know, plants have to have this space and they have their little boxes and cubicles, but plants in the wild grow on top of each other. Next thing I'm gonna use is this awesome Little Lime Hydrangea. Little Lime is starting to show its fall color, the pink of the bloom. It does that after a few frosts. It'll bloom from May all the way till, well, now, as we're seeing it here in November. Great plant in the landscape. I think I've got like 6 or 7 out in my beds, a nice full hedge of them. Loosen up that root ball. Also super hardy. We're gonna put him right there. Pack him in, put some soil back here. Now some of you are probably wondering, how am I gonna keep this watered? When I do a potted pot like this of live plants, my goal is to be able to water it once a week if the temperatures are above 50. Any more than that, doesn't need it. Next thing I'm gonna use is this nice, awesome rush for some awesome texture. Again, another super hardy plant, carries its fall color all the way through winter. And then, what's Christmas and the holiday season without? Rosemary. Rosemary looks great. Really doesn't like it whenever it really gets cold. That's probably its biggest bane of existence, but most of the time it just looks good. This is a really interesting Gaultheria. It's a northern potted berry, and also looks great all winter long, and I'm just gonna tuck him right in there. Next I've got Colonial vulgaris. This is a northern heather. It's a non-traditional color with pink, but I still think it has some Christmas vibes to it. So I'm gonna pop him right there. I've got a nice little lavender. This lavender, again, got an awesome fragrance to it. So if this pot's next to your front door, people are gonna notice it. We're gonna put him right there. And the next thing that we're gonna use is a cabbage. So Ornamental cabbage, again, the color shows up once we start getting night temps down into the 40s and 50s. So when it's warm, this thing does not like it. But all winter long, I've had them go even the week or 2 weeks after New Year's. That's pretty good for a plant to hold its color. I'm always very impressed whenever I find, you know, I go to a client's house and I see their cabbage still looks good. The other trick to these is I like to angle them out because I want people to see that actual rosette. And so to get that, you just tilt the pot. It does not have to be planted all the way straight down in, but I want it to kind of hang out because you're not gonna really see it from the top, you're gonna see it from the front. So just little things, little tricks and tidbits that I find that help make it look better. I've got one more hole. I'm gonna add another Colonial just so I've got some more mass there. I'm gonna squeeze him in right there. I've got that nice pink mass. Now I also brought some Birch Poles, which I think would look good right here on the corner. So I'm gonna jam these guys, and these guys save them from year to year. Do not throw them away. I'm gonna jam them right down into the top. Gives it some texture, gives it some height, something interesting. I always like to point the skinny parts to the top and the fatter parts towards the bottom, just like you'd see it in nature. Squeeze them in there. You don't have to do 3, you can do 5. Just do an odd number. 2s make it look like bunny ears. We don't want bunny ears. And we'll adjust, see if we've got any holes. Step back, looks pretty full. I like it. And that's how you do a winter pot. Thanks guys for coming and tuning in on this segment. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My email address is tanner.j@colonialgardenskc.com, and you can come see some more inspiration at Colonial Gardens.